Good evening, I'm Jocelyn Gallardo. U.S. Congressman Henry Cuellar is in hot water tonight after being charged for 2 schemes of bribery, money laundering, unlawful foreign influence, and multiple other charges. KGNS has obtained the newly unsealed indictment that goes into the details into what him and his wife allegedly were part of. Our Salma Lozano has more on the timeline of the event and how local political leaders believe this could impact the upcoming election. Salma?
A day of revelations and allegations. On Friday morning, the U.S. Department of Justice announced the indictment of U.S. Congressman Henry Cuellar. Both Cuellar and his wife, Imelda Cuellar, are being charged with bribery and money laundering related to their ties with a bank in Mexico and an oil and gas company controlled by Azerbaijan. KGNS obtained a previously sealed indictment that reveals the details into the investigation of the alleged crimes by the congressman. In return for the bribes, Cuellar would allegedly attempt to influence foreign and domestic policy in the favor of Azerbaijan and the foreign bank. The indictment claims the relations between Cuellar and Azerbaijan began with a trip in January 2013, sponsored by the foreign government, where Cuellar met with high-ranking officials of government. The indictment states by February 2014, a negotiation and agreement was made through what they call a sham contract. By December 2014, the repeated transactions culminated in an alleged $60,000 payout. Allegedly, the Cuellars then entered into a second and third contract with the payments being deposited to a shell company allegedly owned by Imelda. The United States Department of Justice claims Congressman Cuellar and his wife allegedly accepted close to $600,000 in bribes from 2 foreign entities. Back in 2022, a raid was carried out by the FBI of Congressman Cuellar's office and home in Laredo. The charges come months before Congressman Cuellar's bid for re-election in November, prompting Sylvia Bruni, Webb County Democratic Party chair, to wonder about the intentions behind the indictment.
It's particularly puzzling for me that the news comes out smack in the middle of a political season. I would hope that it's not politically motivated.
At the time, Bruni was only aware of the possibility of the indictment and emphasized her support for the candidate.
We're going to stand with him. He has brought so much benefit to our community. And I would urge everyone, wait for the law, wait for the process to unfold. He claims innocence, and we're going to wait and expect that is exactly what this is.
Meanwhile, Chair-elect for the Webb County Republican Party, Jose Salazar, says he will wait for more details before passing judgment.
I know that as Republicans, we have had our experiences with FBI, regarding on what the cases that they follow, right? So I'm going to reserve my opinion as to what I think until I find out even what the crime is that he's being accused of.
Over in Washington, D.C., Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries released a statement. In part, quote, Congressman Cuellar is entitled to his day in court and the presumption of innocence throughout the legal process. Jeffries went on to say Congressman Cuellar will take leave as ranking member of the Homeland Security Appropriations Subcommittee while this matter is ongoing. After the indictment was announced by the DOJ, Cuellar released a statement saying, I want to be clear that both my wife and I are innocent of these allegations. Everything I have done in Congress has been to serve the people of South Texas. He goes on to say, quote, before I took any action, I proactively sought legal advice from the House Ethics Committee, who gave me more than one written opinion, along with an additional opinion from a national law firm. The actions I took in Congress were consistent with the actions of many of my colleagues and in the interests of the American people. End quote. Cuellar also mentions he will continue campaigning for re-election. For KGNS News, Salma Lozano.
If convicted, Cuellar could be facing multiple years in federal prison. The 54 pages of the indictment released by the Department of Justice are available on our website, kgns.tv.